Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the e-commerce content creation week. Today is the session on Pixelz Debrief. We're going to look at the highlights from 2025 and what you can look forward to in 2026. A little admin to get us started. We've got the chat already getting started over there. Drop us an emoji, tell us what mood you're in today while you're joining us, or even let us know where you're joining from. All right. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Hey guys, I'm Pamela, Content Marketing Manager at Pixelz. All right, let us get this party started. We're going to introduce our 2 guests today. From our customer success team, we have Eidia, Customer Success Manager. Come on stage and join us, Eidia. Hello.
Hey.
We have one more guest joining from Barcelona. We have Juncal, our Product Manager. Come on stage.
Hello. Hi there.
How are you both doing today?
Good. Excited. I'm nervous.
Excited?
Yeah.
All right. This is Juncal's first webinar with us, I think, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, we have so much to go through actually today, so we are just going to jump into all of the content and look at what we've been working on at Pixelz. So I'm going to get us started and talk about the things you all have probably heard a lot about already, which was we released AI models. These are fully AI generated models. And then we also released digital twins. We've talked a lot about these throughout the past year, and you're probably sick and tired of hearing about it a little bit, but we will send out more resources about both of these things if you want to learn more. But today we're actually going to jump into things behind the scenes that you probably haven't paid a lot of attention to or even heard about. All right, so we're going to start with internal updates. And now, Eidia, you've had the great privilege of, well, one, you get to work with our amazing customers on a daily basis, but you've also had the privilege of working across so many different teams at Pixelz. So you kind of know the most about what these internal updates mean to both Pixelz and our customers.
Absolutely. And hi, everybody. I think I could go very in-depth with it, but I'm going to spare you the TED lecture and jump into an overview. So we've made several upgrades across our backend associated with templates and workflows that streamline how orders move through our system. These changes reduce repetitive steps as well as increase consistency and help our teams work faster with fewer manual interventions. A major improvement is the new set of automations in our markup tool. We've introduced predefined colors and standardized comments, which not only speed up internal review, but also create a clearer and more efficient experience for our clients. This means markups are more standardized, which yield an overall higher rate of quality with deliverables. We've also automated parts of the video workflow that were previously manual. With the automation now handling those tasks, we can process significantly more videos without compromising quality or turnaround time. Collectively, these updates accelerate production, the entry into the production queue, and remove potential bottlenecks that may lead to a slowdown during mass production, which nobody wants. But most importantly, these improvements free up our editors to focus on the creative aspects of both PDP and video editing, the work that really adds the most value, while the system handles the operational overhead for us. These big changes bring us a more scalable, efficient, and client-friendly production pipeline.
Awesome. Thank you, Eidia. I think no one knows it better than you. All right. So this is some of our back-end internal things that you may not see, except you will see the predefined colors markups if you mark up within the Pixelz platform. Something else you may have noticed going on around Pixelz is a lot of UX design updates. And before we actually talk about the updates we're seeing, Juncal, could you actually introduce us to the product design team that sits with you in Barcelona?
Yeah, so basically all the UX design updates are led by our 2 product designers that we have. One is Julia, and actually she was the first product hire for the product team in Barcelona. She's been with us for years. And then we also have Eugenia, that she joined a bit more than a year ago. Yeah. And of course the whole front-end team that we have in Vietnam working together, that actually Eugenia went this year to meet them, so they were able to have some workshops about all the improvements in the front end of the platform. Yeah.
And they've been very busy this year.
Yes. Yeah, so basically we're redesigning the whole experience on the Pixelz platform. This is something that Julia started already in the past, starting with the close-up, which is where you can leave the markups and the annotations for the images. And now you may have seen a whole new registration flow. You're soon are gonna be seeing a new specification list, and we are working as well on the whole redesign of all the order kind of flow, let's say. And this makes the screen more beautiful, I would say, like more clean. It's much more modern. I really love it. Like, I'm so happy that we have them in the team. But also it makes it easier to use. And we are as well improving the code behind, so it works faster as well. So the whole experience, it's improved for our users. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's a couple, right? We've got, this is what the specifications page looks like now. It is shiny and new. It's so nice. I was in there today. It looks really good. And the media library, we also had this was actually also launched this year.
Yeah, this is a big revamp from the image library. And now it's called media library because now you see all your media. So it also includes the videos. So it's the first time that you can see together for a whole product, the whole assets, both videos and images together. And it has a lot of filtering. So you can group the assets and see how everything is going. And in addition to UX redesign as well, we have new functionality here. So you can manage your storage as well, the storage of your assets that you have with us in Pixelz. Now you can see how it's going and you can manage it. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of updates there. Super nice. If you haven't explored it, I recommend. Looks very cool. And then this is the order detail page, which is the next up, should we say?
Exactly.
In development, on the road to happening, something around that. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It all looks great. Eugenia and Julia have done an amazing job. Do you have a favorite page so far?
Favorite page? Well, I have to say that the media library, especially how the filters work. So you have all the tabs and then you can open all of the filters. And then I think it makes a much more better experience. So you can find what you're looking for when you have tons of assets in the platform.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for it all. I'm excited to see more and more pages roll out next year. All right. So that is some of the stuff that those of us here in this session actually don't get to work with on a daily basis. But something I think we have all worked on at some point is predefined specs, which also got launched this year. Juncal, you were the one that focused the most on predefined specs. Can you let us know how this works and how we built this out?
So basically, the goal with the predefined specs is that as a new user of Pixelz platform, or maybe an existing user, whatever, you can experience the Pixelz value super fast. So you can enter, and with just a couple of clicks, you can create an specifications that it's based on common practices, right? So yeah, I think in just a few seconds, you can actually have your spec to send over your images without much configuration.
Yes, and we have predefined specs for e-commerce, editorial, video, and marketplace. Yes. So, Eidia, what do you think this means for the customer being able to access something so quickly?
I think what I like most about it, and not I think, I know I like this a lot for our clients who are interfacing with the platform more, because as you know, we have different tiers and a lot of autonomy overall for clients to go in and produce their own workflows. So what I like about it is how much time we've put into improving the pre-existing PDP, predefined specs, understanding based on the research of market needs, and helping create a more succinct workflow to allow for the desired yield to be exactly what the client wants. So that allows for a faster checkout for those clients who are using the platform, as well as a higher accuracy for what they want. But I also love that we have expanded it into the editorial and video products, because it allows quicker access, right? So if somebody just wants to create something on the fly, they can just go on here, and we've helped eliminate a lot of the guesswork. So I like that aspect of it. And it's quite exciting because I feel like we've evolved it to this phase, and who knows what we're going to do with the next revamp. So Juncal, no pressure.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're already getting product requests here in this webinar. Excellent. All right. Something else that has made, I guess we're in this mode of making things quote unquote fast and easy, is mobile upload, which you also worked on and developed, Juncal. And basically this allows people, right, to take a video on your phone and upload directly to Pixelz from your phone. But what I'm curious with this one, Juncal, is why? How'd you decide to make this a new feature?
Well, so basically the story is that with Carlos, our CPO, we were working on a solution to allow our customers to create templates for video recording, right? So they could work better with freelancers. It was a very nice solution we were designing. And one part of it was to be able to upload videos. I mean, basically videos that you've been recorded with the phone directly to the platform. And we were work in progress with this solution. But then we visited a couple of clients that they were already actually recording with phones, the videos. And we saw that there are not much solutions in the market. So at some point after visiting a client, we were talking in the taxi and we were like, if we could only take the core part of our idea, right? Like just the basic, so we can super quickly help these customers that are testing and playing around with recording videos with the phone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we isolated that core idea, and basically we came up with the mobile uploads, where you can just scan the QR code from the screen of the platform, and then it just opens on the phone. You don't need to install anything. Works for all devices, and you just select the files that you have, and you can send them over to our video team for post-production.
It's really nice. I got to play around with it a lot when I was making a video for our LinkedIn account. So it works really well, really smooth. It's really nice. All right. This brings us to something that I don't think we've actually shared or talked about too much. Which I'm actually really excited to talk about, because it deals with Pixelz automation and our AI and automation. And well, basically, I'm gonna throw this over to Juncal, who maybe can explain this a little bit better than I can.
So basically, what's exciting about this functionality, at least for me, is that Pixelz have been developing our own AI since 2015, when nobody was talking about AI. And now what this functionality allows our customers is to connect through API and use some of our in-house automations, the automations that we developed in-house with our R&D team for retouching images, like removing the background, creating a mask, like simple tasks that can be fully automated and requested in high volumes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what this image on your screen you're seeing is showing is these. They've long been living inside Pixelz, you can go look at the step-by-step process that an image has taken and see, what was done by an editor versus an automation or AI. And basically, it's kind of opening the gates to allow people to use our tried and tested, tongue twister there. What we've spent all this time working on, developing, refining. So I think it could really make certain things, make workflows much more efficient. Eidia, I don't know if you can speak to that a little bit better of what this kind of opens up for people.
I think it opens up two things, right? So first, we are eliminating a lot of the manual process and the mundane stuff. As a former retoucher, I know I would be very miserable doing background remove day in and day out. That is not fun. So while a lot of traditional in-house practices use actions and internal automations, we took it a step further, right, and implemented AI to handle that. I mean, you can see it. It says VPE, which is Virtual Photo Editor. That's what it stands for. And then there are a lot of autos in this photo journey, as I like to call it. So all those steps are handled by AI or the automation that we have in our production, which frees up the bandwidth for editors who are skilled in the higher need categories such as skin, garment, color matching to really go and do what they do best. So we're not compromising the more subjective areas. Plus, that's one part, right? So then the second part is allowing for the integration for anybody outside of the Pixelz ecosystem is quite exciting because it's direct, it's seamless, and it also enables for us to be more accessible in ways that we haven't been previously. So I think it helps us internally, but it also helps our industry colleagues as well, as long as they have API, of course. So there's the only catch.
Yeah, and I think when we were having conversations about this, preparing for this session, right, we also talked about making it clear that this is retouching AI, I guess is the best way to phrase it, right? This isn't, right now at least, it's not generative AI. It's about the retouching steps AI.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, because generatives, we can talk about that in a whole different webinar, but it's not.
That's tomorrow.
We're talking about mass production and scaling e-commerce retouching. So that's where our AI is different from the generative AI.
Exactly. Well, we are going to transition to talking about some things you can look forward to in 2026, right? If you attended Flow Europe, you may have seen this, but one of the more exciting things is this direct Pixelz Capture One integration, which we will send some follow-up information or get in touch with us if you're curious what this all means. But yeah, we were happy to talk about that at Flow Europe and see that come to life. Now, what else can we look forward to in 2026? All right. As you heard, there is lots going on the UX design front. You can expect to see a lot more pages updated and looking shiny and new. And then we have image to video, which should be very exciting. I know we've got people testing that out right now and seeing what we're able to accomplish. And there is a lot more. We just can't talk about it just yet, unfortunately. We hate to pull that move, but sometimes you gotta keep some things a surprise. But yes, super excited about image to video. We are getting to the Q&A portion. If you have any questions, you can drop them into the chat. And while we're waiting for some of those to come through, Eidia, Juncal, what are you looking forward to in 2026?
You want to go first or should we go first?
Go first, Eidia. Go
Come on,
first.
we know you want to, Eidia.
I've been itching to say this, of course. It's
Yes.
all I wanted. I am looking forward to more curiosity from our current clients, from clients to be, in asking how can Pixelz add value to what you need help with currently, and come with a mindset of curiosity, and also understanding that Pixelz is trying to be more efficient. We are not trying to replace, but we're optimizing and supplementing what you're already perhaps struggling with or what you would like to optimize internally, because we have not only these product updates, which are great, but if you ask us, how do I implement this to make what I currently have better, and how do I go about doing this, we are open to consultation, because we have solutions that you probably don't know are there. So ask questions. We have a lot of subject matter experts as well who are ready to jump in and help you and also understand what your needs are. So please come with curiosity. I want more curiosity in 2026.
That's an excellent answer. I love curious people. So, Juncal, do you have anything to add for 2026?
I have to say, Pamela, that I am also excited about image to video. That's the most exciting project, I would say. Yeah, for multiple reasons for me. One of them is that we know that video is expensive. So this opens the gate for a lot of clients who are not producing video right now to be able to actually have video on their PDP pages. That's very exciting. And as well, if you put it together with AI models, you're actually having all of your images from your PDP AI generated just from a pack shot, right? So you can have the full set of assets. And that's very exciting for me, actually, to think about it.
And I'm glad you said you're excited about it, because someone has just asked, we'll transition seamlessly to the questions now. By saying image to video, do you mean also including 3D models in video?
Well, by saying image to video is taking a still image, whatever the image is originated, could be originated by taking a physical shot, or originated by AI, and then generating an AI video based on that image. Yeah.
No, thank you for clearing that up. I hope that answers your question. If you need us to clarify further, let us know. Let's keep talking about video for a second. I'm assuming this is related to predefined specifications, but the question is, what is your standard for video specifications?
For the predefined specs?
Yes.
So in the predefined specs, we define this with the head of video and editorial, with Ron. So we were choosing the two most, let's say, common cases and core to video. And one of them is color. We know that color correction, color grading, color matching, it's a big challenge in video. So one of our predefined specs is just that, it's just for color. And then the second one is color and composite, right? Which is as well one of the core kind of tasks for PDP pages, which is compositing the clips into the final one. That's for starters what we have now in predefined. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it comes from that experience of we have experts helping behind the scenes here, so it's not guesswork, right? All right. I think we may have answered this one a little bit, but we have the question of, and this will be our last question, how is Pixelz AI different than others? And no one wants to attempt to answer that one. Well, I think we touched on it earlier, right? Of what we've trained is based on retouching standards, and not really on anything else. We've actually we can try and get this link into an email or share it over on LinkedIn. We've got a great blog post that goes into how we've trained all this AI. And there's a story in there about using it for identifying marks on skin, and And it's a great story because I think it shows two things. It talks about how we trained AI specifically for retouching tasks. And two, it talks about how by the time we finished training it way back when, people were no longer removing like freckles and moles from the skin. And all that work went into something that wasn't needed anymore. But I think that happens when well, I'm not on the product team here, Juncal, but I imagine sometimes this happens where you develop something and by the time it's finished, you don't really need it anymore. But
like industry moves so fast, right?
Yes, yeah. But I think it's just the blog post does a great job of talking about how we've trained some of the Pixelz AI specifically for what we do here at Pixelz. All right, I don't see any more questions coming through right now. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today in the Pixelz Debrief. Stick around for tomorrow's webinar. It'll be a last one on AI. So please join that one, same time, same place. And big thank you to Eidia and Juncal. We'll be following up with some extra information, bonus content for those of you that join live, and a link to the recording. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.